my people? Where are my people? Call the tribe. You might be watching this right now and you might be like, you are not my people and I am not your people. And guess what? That's totally okay. I follow a program. I've done this for like 7 years. And I do something called Dressing My Truth at liveyourtruth.com. I can drop the link in the comment. I will drop the link in the comments when I'm done here. But it's all about like different like personality types. It's very interesting. I love it. But it's very applicable. Like, I feel like a lot of systems out there are very like, oh, you know, you need to learn like what type you are. But then there's not a lot of like, okay, now what do I do with that? Like, what do I go and do with that? So, I am one of the types that would show up in a live video in a kid's craft headdress and kind of feel like wearing this all day. I'm not going to lie, I wore this for several hours the other day because it's pretty fun. Anyway, what I'm going to talk about though is, have you ever found yourself buying clothes for your kids, toys for your kids, you know, meeting all the needs around you, all the wants around you, but not really investing in yourself? Like, you have the money to buy the kids like all of the back to school clothes and the shoes and the backpacks and the fun accessories. Like, you even bought them a few fun accessories, right? Like that headband they really wanted with the unicorn like ears and horn that I probably would buy. You bought that for them. And like the cute little sequin like coin bag, or like the, I don't know, the backpack that was like $20 more expensive just because it had like a certain thing on it. Like, you bought it for them. Have you ever found yourself doing that, but then you wear the same t-shirt every day, the same yoga pants, or like ratty leggings or worn out shoes, or like, do you find yourself just like wearing stuff, like just wearing like whatever, and you tell yourself like, it doesn't matter what I wear? Unfortunately, that is a sign of something. That is a sign of low self-worth. I know you thought it was like doing your duty as a mom or a wife or as like a human, and like it didn't matter. But when you say like it didn't matter, you're saying I don't matter. I don't matter. And that's going to show up because like I like to read the Bible, and in God's word it says like, love others as you love yourself. So what that tells us is you have to love yourself first, and then that love overflows. I wish I was in the house so I could show you. The kids are like starting to get restless. They love to play like the wildest things. Their thing right now is like wrestling and being robbers and stuff. Anyway, I have this cup in my house that is like a little tiny cup that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I have it in my kitchen window to remind me that my cup overflows. Like, my cup is so full, like I'm so full that I just overflow. But if you're trying to like go around and like give people a drink of water and you're so empty yourself, you're not really benefiting the world. It feels so holy and it feels so good and it feels so self-sacrificial to just put everybody else's needs first. But you give so much to the world when you are just you, and you love yourself enough and you appreciate yourself and you take care of who you are so that you can take care of others. So, give me a thumbs up if you would wear a headdress in a video like this, in a live video. Would you even do a live video? I'm curious, because like not every personality type loves to do live videos. So anyway, this Dress Your Truth program, there's a quiz that I highly recommend, and then you go to the beginner's guide and you go through that, and then, you know, beyond that is like style kit. I highly recommend that, and lifestyle membership. That is awesome. But you can go through all of that and you can do all of that and it can still be not right. You can still be not right with yourself. That's why I coach people around this very thing about what is my type, and like, I don't know who I am, and I've been a mom for so long, like I don't really know who I am, or like I used to be this way as a child, but then it wasn't acceptable. We have holdbacks. It's either culturally not acceptable, socially not acceptable, or we just don't accept ourselves anymore because we felt like we needed to change to match that. And we experienced some hurt along the way of life, and we shut down. And I am here to say, no, you don't have to live a shut down life. You don't have to live not knowing who you are. Like, it's just a path of baby steps that you have to take to live this full life, knowing who you are, accepting who you are, loving who you are, realizing that it's okay if others accept you or not. Martin, who's 4 now, the other day he was wearing this, and he said, well, I don't want to wear it to Granddaddy's house. And he thought his cousins were going to be there, and he thought they would make fun of him. His cousins are awesome. They're the sweetest things. I really don't think they would have made fun of him. But in his mind, he was afraid someone would make fun of him if he wore this, a 4-year-old. And I was like, does it have to matter what everybody else thinks if you wear a headdress? Does that have to matter to you? And he's like, no. I was like, does everybody else have to like what you choose to put on your body for it to be okay, for you to enjoy it? And he's like, no. If I can take my 4-year-old through stuff like this, then I can take an adult through stuff like this. You can take yourself through this. And it's beautiful to find a way to where you can literally think through stuff like this and realize really what it is. Really what it is. Why aren't you valuing yourself? What was it along the way? And then we move on to how you're going to value yourself, and you're to a place that you can actually value yourself. So anyway, give me a thumbs up if you got anything out of this video. And I'm expecting a lot of thumbs up because I covered some stuff here. I took time out of my day to cover a few things. So you almost can't go away without having any value. Seriously. I mean, it was valuable even just seeing me dressed up in a headdress, wasn't it? Can I have some hearts? Give me the hearts, guys. You know I like when I have this video and there's bubbly, 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 bubbly hearts. You know you're watching. Just drop a heart. Wasn't it worth it just to see me in a headdress? You literally never know how I'm going to show up to live videos. You just don't know. Anyway, I will come back and drop the link to the quiz and the beginner's guide for Dress Your Truth, and drop in the comments what type you are, and drop in the comments, even if you're not going to follow the links, drop in the comments, have you ever spent all the money and all the time shopping for everybody else and you wear the same old ratty things? Just even if it's not a word comment, and if you got something out of this, feel free to share it. I try to make most of these videos public. If my kids are in them, I usually don't make them public. But I try to keep them public so you guys can just share them. If you received value, to just share it so that it can help somebody else. I love you guys so much. Have a fabulous day. And if you want to, go to Hobby Lobby and get this headdress kit and make it and wear it. Might change your life. Or you might decide you're not the type of person that wants to wear an Indian headdress because you don't like it. Not because everybody else doesn't like it, because literally you don't like it. And that's okay too.